जय गोपी जनवल्लभा गिरिवरधारी यशोदानन्दन व्रज जनरञ्जना यशोदानन्दन व्रज जनरञ्जना यमुनातीरा वनचारी यमुनातीरा वनचारी जय राधा माधव कुंज विहारी हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे जय राधा श्याम सुंदर राधा श्याम सुंदर राधे जय कृष्ण बलराम कृष्ण बलराम जय वृंदावन धाम Jaya Gauranidai, 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 Jaya Gauranidai. Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Prabhupada. Nidai Gaura Premanande. जय ओम विष्णुपाद परमहंस परिव्राजकाचार्य अष्टोत्तर शत श्रीमद अभय चरणारविंद भक्ति वेदांत स्वामी श्रील प्रभुपाद की नित्य लीला प्रविष्ट जय ओम विष्णुपाद परमहंस परिव्राजकाचार्य अष्टोत्तर शत श्रीमद भक्ति सिद्धांत सरस्वती गोस्वामी प्रभुपाद की अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की नामाचार्य श्रील हरिदास ठाकुर की प्रेम से कहो श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद की श्री श्री राधा कृष्ण गोप गोपीनाथ श्याम कुंड राधा कुंड गिरि गोवर्धन की ब्रजभूमि वृंदावन धाम की पुरुषोत्तम क्षेत्र मायापुर धाम की गंगामाई यमुनामाई की भक्ति देवी तुलसी महारानी की Samaveda Bhakta Vrinda ki. All glories to the assembled devotees. Hare Krishna. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to Guru and Gauranga. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. So today we have Bhagavad Gita, chapter 18, text number 59. So this is displayed here. I read the sloka, I recite, and you all can repeat after me. यदहङ्कारम् आश्रित्य न योत्स्य इति मन्यते मिथ्येषु व्यवसायस्ते mithyaiṣa vyavasāyasते prakṛtis tvām niyokṣyati yadahaṅkāram āśritya na yotsya iti manyate na yotsya iti manyase mithyaiṣa vyavasāyaste prakṛtis tvām niyokṣyati yadahaṅkāram āśritya na yotsya iti manyase mithyaiṣa vyavasāyaste prakṛtis tvām niyokṣyati यदहङ्कारमाश्रित्य न योत्स्य इति मन्यते vyavasāyasते यदहङ्कारमाश्रित्य न yotsya iti manyate prakṛtis tvām niyokṣyati yadahaṅkāram āśritya na yotsya iti manyate eṣaḥ vyavasāyaste prakṛtis tvām niyokṣyati. Mataji.
यदहङ्कारम् आश्रित्य न योत्स्य इति मन्यसे
न yotsya iti manyate
मिथ्यैष व्यवसायस्ते
mithyā vyavasāyaste. Okay. Word-to-word meaning, translation and purport by Jagadguru Srila Prabhupada. Jagadguru Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Yat, if ahaṅkāram, of false ego, āśritya, taking shelter, na yotsye, I shall not fight, iti, thus, manyase, you think, mithyaiṣa, this is all false, vyavasāyaḥ, determination, te, your, prakṛtiḥ, material nature, tvām, you, niyokṣyati, will engage. If you don't act according to my direction and do not fight, then you will be falsely directed. By your nature, you have to be engaged in warfare. I read this, you all can repeat after me, this translation. If you do not act according to my direction and do not fight, then you will be falsely directed. By your nature, you will have to be engaged in warfare. Purport. Arjuna was a military man and born of the nature of kṣatriya. Therefore, his natural duty was to fight. But due to false ego, he was fearing that by killing his teacher, grandfather, and friends, he would incur sinful reactions. Actually, he was considered himself master of his actions, as if he were directing the good and bad results of such work. He forgot that the Supreme Personality of Godhead was present there, instructing him to fight. That is the forgetfulness of the conditioned soul. The Supreme Personality gives the directions as to what is good and what is bad, and one simply has to act in Kṛṣṇa consciousness to attain the perfection of life. No one can ascertain his destiny as the Supreme Lord can. Therefore, the best course is to take direction from the Supreme Lord and act. no one should neglect the order of the Supreme Personality of Godhead or the order of the spiritual master who is the representative of God. One should act unhesitatingly to execute the order of the Supreme Personality of Godhead that will keep one safe under all directions or under all circumstances. Om Agnanatimirandasya Gnananjanashalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Sri Guruve Namaha Sri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Stapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Sri Gurun Sri Yutapadakamalam Sri Gurun Vaishnavansya Sri Rupam Shagrajatam Sahagana Raghunatanvitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadhutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Sri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Sri Vishakhanvitansya He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Deenabandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Sapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanusute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Vancha kalpatarubhyascha krupa sindhubhya eva cha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. Jaya Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhara Sri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Brinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Mukam karoti vachalam pangum langaite girim yat krupatamaham vande Sri Gurun Deenatayanam Sri Chaitanya Ishwaram. So, now Sri Kṛṣṇa, having explained about various aspects of yogas, and he is slowly coming to the conclusion of Bhagavad Gita. So, Kṛṣṇa is advising Arjuna. You see, Arjuna, I have told you all this. I want that you should fight. Repeatedly, Kṛṣṇa, right from the beginning in the second chapter, Kṛṣṇa repeatedly says, that's why Arjuna, get up and fight. That's why Arjuna, you must fight. Arjuna, you have to fight. Now at the end, after having told all that, now Kṛṣṇa is just testing Arjuna whether he had understood thoroughly and he is ready to fight or not. So, and Kṛṣṇa is mildly warning him. If you don't fight, then you will get misled. You will be in the wrong direction. Instead of going in the right direction, you are totally wrong. And in the next sloka, Kṛṣṇa says you will be lost. Vinashyati. So, the whole idea of Bhagavad Gita is to advise, to make Arjuna to fight. If we see the starting of the Bhagavad Gita, Arjuna asks Kṛṣṇa, oh Kṛṣṇa, oh Achyuta, kindly take the ratha, the chariot, in between the two armies. Such a huge army of Kauravas and Pandavas. I want to see who all have come to fight with me. Before that, Bhishmacharya blows the conch to please Duryodhana. Bhagavad Gita, it is made it clear. And as Bhishmacharya has blown the conch, then afterwards all the people in the Kauravas, they blow. And this side, Kṛṣṇa, he blows his Panchajanya. And followed by Arjuna. Arjuna blows and keeps the Gandiva ready, and he is ready to fight. I have to kill all these fellows, I have to punish. Now they have given the signal that we are going to attack you. This is the signal of the blowing. I am going to attack you, be ready. They say, I am going to attack you. So the war is going to take place. Now Arjuna wants to see who all have come. Oh, then he says, oh, this is Guru, this is this, all are my very close relatives. If they want to kill me, they can kill. I don't want to fight. Kṛṣṇa, I don't want to fight. Kṛṣṇa sees, smiles. You have blown the conch. You kept your Gandiva ready. You are such a nice bow with which you can win any war. And you are ready to fight with so much of enthusiasm and all that. Now after seeing this, where from this impurity has come into your mind, Arjuna? Get up. Come out of this impurity illusion. Arjuna says, no. By killing my Guru, I will get sin. By this is going to happen. No. They want to kill, let them kill. I don't want to fight. So Kṛṣṇa tells all this whole science of Atma, all these different types of yogas, to make Arjuna fight, to advise Arjuna that he should do his duty of fighting. Kṛṣṇa, through Arjuna, he is reminding, he is telling the whole humanity that wake up, you have forgotten your duty, carry out your duty. But how do you carry out your duty? Always remembering me. And in 61, Kṛṣṇa again explains, Ishvara sarva bhutanam hriddeshe arjuna tishtati brahmayan sarva bhutani yantararudhani maya. I am sitting in everyone's heart and just making them to revolve, just like as if they are sitting in a machine and they are moving around. It is me. And then Kṛṣṇa says, Itite jnanam akhyātam guhyāt guhyataram maya. I have explained you the very, very confidential knowledge. Vimrushayatad asheshena yathaichasi tatha kuru. Vimrushayatad asheshena. Without anything left, you think about this. And then yathaichasi tatha kuru. Whatever you want to do, you are free to do. I am giving you the freedom to do as you wish. There is no compulsion. So, now the whole thing is, Kṛṣṇa gives little bit of independence. That's why if a person utilizes exactly as advised by Kṛṣṇa, then they move forward. They move towards betterment. Otherwise, they go down. So, here Kṛṣṇa is clearly saying, by your nature is to fight, you are a kṣatriya, you have to fight against injustice, so you have to fight. And if you are still under the illusion, then you will be lost. You will be falsely directed. So, Kṛṣṇa actually gives directions as to what is good and what is bad. And simply one has to do the activity in Kṛṣṇa consciousness. This is the whole thing. We have many examples where Kṛṣṇa has given the advice, and those who obeyed the advice, they have got the benefit. Those who did not care, they have got very severe punishment. Just you take the example of Duryodhana refusing to give even 5 villages to Pandavas before the war began. The Pandavas came back from the exile and they say, you see, as per the agreement you have to give back the country to us. So Dhritarashtra, oh the king, please give back our country. We have come here. Then Duryodhana says, stop. I cannot give even the place equivalent to the head of the needle. Then they warn. You see, if you don't give, then we have to fight. There will be war. Duryodhana doesn't understand and he simply did not agree arrogantly. Then as a last resort, Kṛṣṇa becomes the ambassador of Pandavas and comes to the king, Dhritarashtra only. Of course, though for namesake Dhritarashtra, but everything is done by Duryodhana. If he agrees, it is agreed. If he doesn't agree, then king doesn't agree. So now Kṛṣṇa says, you see, as a last proposal, you give 5 villages to these 5 Pandavas. The problem is solved. I will not spare any place for these Pandavas. No, I can't give. Kṛṣṇa says, if you don't give, there will be war and all you Kauravas will be killed in the war. Do you know that? How dare you say that? Catch Kṛṣṇa! Catch this man! He orders mindlessly, without knowing the greatness of Kṛṣṇa. Even though he had experienced 100 times the Supreme Personality nature of Kṛṣṇa, he forgets and he says, arrest him! Catch him! They try to catch Kṛṣṇa. Kṛṣṇa smiles. And he becomes so big. Now seeing all that, when Kṛṣṇa advised, when they did not oblige, Kṛṣṇa warned, you all will be killed, Kuruvamsha will go. You will be killed unnecessarily. You see, I am giving you last chance. And 5 villages is nothing, such a small place. No. They all got the lesson one by one, all of them were killed. On the other hand, when we see, when Kṛṣṇa advised Yudhishthira Maharaj, Dharmaraja, who never lied in his life, his record of whole life is that he never told even a single lie. Now, when the war is going on, Kṛṣṇa says how to kill this Dronacharya. So Kṛṣṇa makes a nice plan. Kṛṣṇa is superior in all aspects and tells Yudhishthira, you see, Dharmaraj, Yudhishthir, you have to shout loudly that Ashwatthama, the son of Dronacharya, has been killed. Oh, how can I say that? I can't lie. Then Bhima says, no, I will kill Ashwatthama, one elephant. I will sacrifice, I will kill him. And you say only, Ashwatthama has been killed. Who is an elephant? This who is an elephant, you tell in a very mild way. Then also Yudhishthira says, I don't know, I am telling half-truth, half this thing. Then Kṛṣṇa says, this is the only way. You have to shout loudly. You say, you tell Dronacharya that your son has been killed. You shout that Ashwatthama has been killed. Then he agrees, because Kṛṣṇa is saying, he immediately agrees, okay. But he has got his hesitation. And Bhima is looking. This fellow may say or may not say, or he may say very loudly, which is not to be told loudly. So he is waiting. And Bhima kills Ashwatthama, the elephant. And immediately Yudhishthira shouts, Ashwatthama is dead, who is an elephant. The moment he started, who is an elephant, Bhima, very loudly he blows the conch. Very loud, so that nothing can be heard. Dronacharya heard only one thing. Ashwatthama is dead. Ashwatthama has been killed. How my son can be killed? I think he has got a very long life. Oh, he was stunned and his brain is almost stopped working, but he has got his bow and arrow, everything in his hand. When somebody in the war, if he is holding his weapons in the hand, he can be killed. Because he is having the weapons, he can use the weapons and counteract, protect himself. So, now, Kṛṣṇa says, oh, Drishadyumna, for what purpose you are waiting? I told you already. Kill this man. This man, Dronacharya, oh my God, my son died. Has been killed. So if you see from outside, it looks as if they have made some sort of cheating idea. Kṛṣṇa says, yes, this is the only way it has to be done. It has to be executed. You should not have any hesitation in carrying out the activities as I advise you. This you kindly understand. He wants to show the whole world that this is the way. Then Kṛṣṇa. If you see the episode of Kṛṣṇa, how he is killed, Kṛṣṇa is really powerful. All demons are really more powerful than demigods actually. But because they are not favored, because they don't accept the supremacy of the Supreme Lord, they want to be the Supreme, so they are kept at bay. They are given all sorts of punishment and they are repeatedly defeated and killed. Now, the Kṛṣṇa. Kṛṣṇa is fighting, yes. Now Kṛṣṇa is waiting for the opportunity. And Kṛṣṇa's wheel of the chariot just sinks inside the earth. Kṛṣṇa gets down with his bow and arrows behind. He did not leave the bow, he is carrying the bow. And he is trying to set right. Kṛṣṇa says, Arjuna, this is the opportunity. Oh Kṛṣṇa, he is down on the earth. No down, no up. He is having the bow in his hand and arrows are there. If he wants to fight, he can fight from there also. Now you take the opportunity, finish him off. Arjuna immediately kills Kṛṣṇa. So Kṛṣṇa shouts, this is some sort of injustice. Kṛṣṇa, you are doing injustice. Kṛṣṇa shouts back, literally, what is justice, what is injustice, you only think over. What have you been doing all these days? Arjuna, one more. Be safe with one, don't be satisfied. One more. So Kṛṣṇa has been killed. Similarly, we have many instances where, as per Kṛṣṇa's orders, when they are executed, that had given very positive results. Whereas, when Kṛṣṇa's advice is not taken, every time they got into trouble. Kṛṣṇa warns the human beings, warns the whole humanity that asraddhadhana purusha dharmasyasya parantapa aprapyamam nivartante mrityu samsara vartmani. Ashraddhadana purusha dharmasyasya parantapa. Whatever the scriptures which are giving the truth, which are giving the direction, if you don't have faith in them, and if you want to carry out activities as per your own mind, your own thinking, aprapyamam nivartante, you will not reach me back. Where will you reach? Mrityu samsara vartmani. You will go back to janma, mrityu, jara, vyadhi. You will be in birth, death cycle only. If you don't have faith and if you carry out activities without caring for the shastras, then you are always in janma, mrityu, jara, vyadhi, the birth and death cycle only. If we see conversely, we are on this earth, and we are on this earth because we are in the cycle of birth and death. If we are in the cycle of birth and death means we have followed this only. Ashraddhadana purusha dharmasyasya parantava aprapyamam nivartante. We never had any sort of total faith in the shastras and the directions given by the Vipra and Guru shastras. We dishonored them, so we are in the cycle of birth and death. So what is to be done now? That's why we have to follow strictly what Kṛṣṇa has told us, what Kṛṣṇa has directed us. Sarva dharman parityajya mamekam sharanam vraja. So, only Kṛṣṇa is the one who removes all the sins and he makes the person perfect. Surrender unto me. Kṛṣṇa says, surrender unto me, I will remove all your sins. When sins are removed, your problems are removed. The core reason, the basic reason, the root cause for the difficulties, for the misery, for the unhappiness is our own sins. The sins give rise to difficulties. Kṛṣṇa says, I am the one who will remove all your sins. All your misery will be gone. And you want to be happy. The reason for unhappiness is your sin. I am removing your sins. Your misery is automatically gone. What else you want? For what purpose you are working so hard? I want to enjoy. This is the real enjoyment. Your sins are removed. When your sins are gone, totally, I am taking care of removing all your sins. When you don't have any sins, any results of the sins, then you have only peace and happiness. Why don't you apply this and be happy by surrendering unto me? By surrendering unto you, I have to do all that, all this. I should accept your supremacy. Yes. You don't want to accept the supremacy of the Lord and you want all the sins to be removed. It is not possible. It is like you want to ride two horses which are going in opposite direction. You are moving away from Kṛṣṇa and you want all benefits of being with Kṛṣṇa. No? Either be with Kṛṣṇa or if you move away, you be with Maya and get the results of the Maya. So, we should analyze and understand from these episodes and the very nice purports which Prabhupada had given repeatedly, that we have to surrender unto Kṛṣṇa and then carry out activities as per the direction of Kṛṣṇa. Kṛṣṇa says, Manmana bhava mad bhakto madhyaji mam namaskuru. So, become the worshipper, become the devotee of Kṛṣṇa, worship Kṛṣṇa and be a happy person. No, we don't want to obey this. Then Kṛṣṇa says, then you are out. Aprapyamam nivartante mrityu samsara vartmani. Because you are not honoring, then you are again in the Janma Mrityu, cycle only, birth and death cycle only. Actually, the Arjuna's nature is to fight. Kṛṣṇa knows very well Arjuna will fight. But because he had become illusioned by thinking about the bodily relationship with all, then he was hesitating in the beginning. But as we see at the end, he surrenders and says, "Oh Kṛṣṇa, I have understood. Whatever you say, I will carry out." So, after a few days we will see that Arjuna is now very much convinced and he is ready to fight, ready to obey all the orders of Kṛṣṇa. Initially he was totally got illusioned by the ideas of bodily relationships, and as the knowledge given by Kṛṣṇa with so much of emphasis of fighting, ultimately Arjuna agrees and fights. If we compare our life also with the way Arjuna's life, it is more or less same. We all are fallen into false relationships and illusion, thinking that it is mine, I am the doer. Kṛṣṇa says many times, you are not the doer. Aham sarvasya prabhavo mattaha sarvam pravartate iti matva bhajanti mam buddha bhava samanvita. So everything is coming from me. Karmanyeva adhikarasya ma phaleshu kadachana ma karma phala heturbu ma me vaishyasya asamshaya. So, right from the beginning, Kṛṣṇa says, whatever result you are getting, unfortunately never think that you are the person who is doing. You have the right to perform the duty, but you don't have the right for getting the result as per your thinking. But result you will get. But whatever result you are getting, you never think it is because of me, my effort. You are not the one who is responsible for the result which you are getting. I am there, I am controller. So, understanding all this, when we come to the conclusion of surrendering to Kṛṣṇa, but still we don't surrender. Just like repeatedly we talk about that Brahmana and Narada going back to Godhead, going back to Vaikuntha, he delays every time. Our life is identical. I want to do this, okay, after some time, postponement. These postponements actually cause lakhs and lakhs of lives. We are in the cycle. Slight delay will cause millions of lives. So, we should try our best not to delay anymore and totally surrender unto Kṛṣṇa and carry out activities as directed by Kṛṣṇa, which are explained by Srila Prabhupada in such a nice manner in the whole Bhagavad Gita that when we read even one or two texts, one or two slokas, even that is enough. That Prabhupada explains, that's why one should become Kṛṣṇa consciousness to come out of this miserable life on this earth. So, the whole emphasis is on carrying out the activities, remembering Kṛṣṇa always in our mind and surrendering on to Kṛṣṇa. In this text, Kṛṣṇa is saying, by your nature you will have to be engaged in the warfare. It is your nature that you have to fight. In this context, actually, there is one story which Prabhupada quotes many times. The saint and the scorpion. A saint is taking bath in the lake, and he finds a scorpion in the water. It's all struggling hard to reach which direction it has to go. It doesn't know, and it's all going. So the saint helps the scorpion, takes out, and he tries to move to the shore, want to put it back. While moving, the scorpion bites him. And with great difficulty, the moment it bites, he gets shaken. And the scorpion again in the water. Now this man moves again because of the shake. The moment the shake had come, that scorpion falls at a distance. Now again he moves there. He takes the scorpion and he starts walking. Again it bites. Again it is thrown in the water. And again this is happening. A person who is standing on the shore, he asks, "Hey gentleman, what is that you are doing? Every time you are catching, and every time it is biting, and every time again you are taking. Why are you doing this? You just leave it, let it go." No. The scorpion's nature is to bite. The saint nature is to save. So why should I leave my nature when the scorpion is not living its nature? So, and he tries, and okay, this is what it is. Kṛṣṇa says, it is your nature, you have to get engaged in spite of any difficulty. So, our nature, actually, if we analyze and see, whatever be our activities, whatever material things which we have been doing all these days, fortunately, unfortunately, we have forgotten Kṛṣṇa. But now, having realized that all the activities should be done remembering Kṛṣṇa, we have to be extremely careful of remembering Kṛṣṇa every time and carry out all the activities, number one. Number two, we should not go against the directions given by Kṛṣṇa. In 1623, Kṛṣṇa says, "Ya shastra vidhi musrujya vartate kāmakārataha na sa siddhim avapnoti na shanti na parangatim." Those persons who go against, again it's more or less the same thing. Ya shastra vidhi musrujya, whatever the shastras says, if they neglect them, vartate kāmakārataha, if they act as per their own lusty desires, nasa siddhim avapnoti, they don't get any siddhi, no perfection. Nasa siddhim avapnoti, na sukham, there is no happiness. Na parangatim, there is no reaching the supreme abode. So, in all the ways, neither there is happiness here, nor we reach the goal, nor we get any perfection in our activities. So, what is the use of behaving as per our own whims and fancies? We are not going to achieve our goals. We are not going to become perfect. We are not going to be happy. We have to train our mind repeatedly that by disobeying or moving away from Kṛṣṇa, we only get the misery. We cannot be happy. So, always remembering Kṛṣṇa, carrying out activities is the only solution for our state of affairs here. In 9th chapter, at the end, Kṛṣṇa says, "Anityam asukam lokam imam prapya bhajasvamam." You have come to this anityam, asukham, this temporary and miserable world. You have come, you have reached, whatever be the reasons. Having reached here, you have to do only one activity. Bhajasvamam, always carry out my worship. So if you do that, then only you can be happy, you can come out. Otherwise not. We have to tell repeatedly our mind that, oh mind, if you are going out of Kṛṣṇa, you are not going to get anything. You are going to get only misery. Please always remember Kṛṣṇa. That's why the great acharyas, they want the mind to carry out activities always remembering Kṛṣṇa. Bhajahu re mana Sri Nanda Nandana. Hey man, oh mind, always do the worship of Kṛṣṇa. Always glorify Kṛṣṇa and carry out the activities. So, having come to this life on the earth, having taken the human form, having understood some principles from Srila Prabhupada, we should be extremely careful in not forgetting Kṛṣṇa. We should be careful in always remembering Kṛṣṇa and carrying out the activities. In this sloka, Kṛṣṇa, through Arjuna, is advising the whole humanity that whatever nature you have, if somebody's nature is to do the business, okay, as per your this thing you do the business, but how you have to do? Kṛṣṇa explains, always remembering me, surrendering unto me. You are not the one who is doing, your intelligence is given by me only. Understanding this, carry out the activities remembering me and giving all the results to me, surrendering unto me, then you can really enjoy your life here and you can come back to Godhead. Otherwise, whatever practice we do, it takes very, very, very long time to go back. Instead of finishing off in a few lives, or instead of finishing off in one life, this life itself, it may take millions and millions and millions of lives. And each life, we are in a very miserable condition, suffering all sorts of miseries. Though Kṛṣṇa gives a little bit of freedom, we should not misuse the freedom moving away from Kṛṣṇa. So this is what actually I thought I should discuss. If you have some doubts or any comments, you can kindly use the microphone and ask questions. Hare Krishna. Get up, everyone. All are sleeping. Okay, if you don't have any questions, I stop here. Jagat Guru Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Bhagavad Vani Srimad Bhagavad Gita ki jai. Jai Jai Sri Radhesham Krishna. Jai.